Sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he spins past him and into space. A big play there on the first play of the game. 45 yards. So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. Second and goal.
Check, check. Fresno. 36. Watch twist. 66. Bullet. Half.
Watson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready. 56. Coming this way. Tommy. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5-0.
Jameis now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. They've got his man complete. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. T.J. Logan, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
This one to the left to Higbee. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Watson on third down. That's complete to Meredith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. 64. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Here's Watson. He's got Higbee complete right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Watson. And he floats one there, incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Out of the gun, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Wait. Check. Lucky.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Flip. Easy. 5 on the 50.
Throwing, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Collins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Johnson on the counter. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch out.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. at the 48-yard line.
7-7, our score after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it second down and 12. On second down, Johnson, pretty move, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Hey, what's that? 19. Let's go, defense. Let me 9. Here we go. Mark 55. Mark 55. Let's go, D. Slam, slam, slam. 26. Let's go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Well, the Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Hey, let's get that. Boom, boom.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Bud Dupree. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready? Blue lady. Hey, fall. Yeah. All day, every day, any day. Do. Easy. He's mine. Come on. Sunday. Spike 56.
A first down throw for Winston. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Easy. 56. Exit. 56.
Jameis to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Switch. Easy. Green, triple team. Let's convert. Kill. Turn up.
To throw, Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
From the 24, Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Echo. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Come for you, 55.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught at the 25. A huge play there for Denver. 65 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They give to Johnson going right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. David Johnson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
We play to win. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
2 yards on the pickup.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
From just shy of midfield, Watson is going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
From the gun, here's Watson. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Eddie Goldman with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Get that green from the team.
Play fake. Winston. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jadeveon Clowney, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Logan. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. They'll throw again. Winston. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go again. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Winston. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Chidobe with a pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Check three, check three. 55.
After the interception, here's Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
55, my God, 55. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, check 20. 59.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Bandit. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. And 24. Mike, 55. Check. Delta. Watch twist. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Ball shifty.
Whoa.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Wait.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston is going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
A gain of 13 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Wait. SOS. Flip.
To the air again with Winston. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Whip. Watch the whip. 56. Green, 56. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They run again with Logan. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. T.J. Logan, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Eddie Goldman able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's gonna run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here's Tressway now. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run with Logan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leftwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On second down now, it's Logan. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. Zerline's kick is up and through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Down to lose one. Get the points down. He's coming. Line up, go. Line up, go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
19. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Nice up.
Watson. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
On second down, it's Logan. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? 280. Wait. You better break. I'm letting you know right now. You better break. 1, 2, 3. Wait.
From the gun, Winston. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line.
Check 26. Let's go.
Now a give right side. Logan. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on second down. Winston gets this one left side to Pettis. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Ready? Blue ready. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Kill. Flip. Let's go.
Jameis now on first down. Completes it to Davis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Broncos' 16-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Logan. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
First down, Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Winston. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. It's Logan. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Barnett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From his end zone, Watson on 3rd and long. The throw taken in by Cole. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
3 down, 3 down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Left side caught by Diggs. Stephon Diggs. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Zerline good with a PAT. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Watson. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to regroup next week.